Dude, I'm gonna keep it real. I never realized you had big fucking hands.
Are you serious? No, yeah, man. My hands are very large.
Dang, bro. You're not playing basketball? You're wasting.
And I'm not playing basketball.
Waste.
Not at all.
What a waste. What a waste, man.
Yeah. Someone really told me that recently too. And I was like, yeah. Everybody always says that. They're like, you play basketball, bro? I'm like, nah. And they're like, dang. All that height and didn't do anything with it.
I guess.
I'm like, yeah. I was in band.
Dude, why is that always the case, bro? I went to high school with this guy, right? And middle school for that matter. Homeboy is 6'5". He is freakishly tall.
Jeez.
I don't even know if he's like 6'6" now or some shit. He's like insanely tall, right?
That is very tall.
He is so tall, and he was in band too. That's always the thing. It's the tall guys that aren't in basketball that are just in band. So,
and you know what? We excel with flying colors.
I mean, he was really good. Were you really good in band?
I was very good in band.
What'd you play?
Not to toot my own horn. I played clarinet.
Dang, all right, Squidward, were you first chair?
At one point, yeah.
Oh, dang. All right. But, you know what? I'll stop giving you shit then.
Yeah, no. I mean, the thing is, like, it was very, very complicated. And we did a lot of competitions, dude. Our school had the best clarinet section in the district. Like, we were unstoppable. We were literally unstoppable. People were scared. Okay. All right. No, that's fine. That's fine. Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Hello and welcome to the 13th episode of Needle in the Lens podcast. I am Noah, joined as always by
Kevin, Big Spooky 13. Let's do it.
I guess it is big and spooky. Yeah.
It's not really that spooky. What if our 13th episode was on Halloween?
That we would have had to drastically restructure our schedule there. We would have had to have started like either later this year or a lot sooner last year.
Hey man, we could have made it happen.
We could. I feel like the more like something we actually could have achieved was releasing the 13th episode on Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
that could have been possible.
That we were actually close to that because next week's Thursday is the 13th. And we technically will be releasing that one on Thursday. Because
it was, we were close. When is the next Friday the 13th?
I have no idea. But now I want to know what we're going to do for the Halloween episode.
It's in August. August is the next Friday.
August is the next Friday the 13th.
So be prepared to get your tattoos.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Do you got to get my cheap tattoos?
Hey, you got to do it, man.
Dude,
I've never gotten a Friday the 13th tattoo. But
I was this close to getting it last Friday the 13th. I was this close to getting it.
So was I. I was very close to getting one too.
I was ready, man, but that line wrapped around the store, and I was not there for that.
No, the lines.
When it starts going around the store, it's like, nah, we're not about to do that. Not today.
Never have been.
Not today. Not ever. Never.
Nope.
The Never story.
Moment of silence for both of us that don't have that vinyl.
Oh, dude. I could have gotten it today. They had that. You could have gotten
the bootleg.
That boot. Yeah. That drop, but yeah. But speaking of the Never story, you know what label JID is signed to? I'm not even gonna fucking try to.
There was a really good segue there, and you've.
I dropped the ball. All right, hey guys, so welcome back, episode 13. We're here. You know what it is? Yeah, I got to do the whole intro.
Oh my god,
the whole intro shit that we do. This is a rough one. I really do not blame you guys if y'all skip straight to that. I flumbled the bag. I flumbled. Damn.
Flumbled, dude.
I can't
episode 13. Yeah, episode 13 is the cursed episode.
It is the cursed episode. We fucked up so fucking hard today.
I don't think I mean, okay, I guess I had some issues.
Yeah, you did, Mr. Band.
Let's It's not even what I was talking about, but whatever.
That's just life issues right there.
Hey, man, when your dad's a band director, you don't get much of a choice.
Oh, shit. That's how deep it went?
Yeah. My dad is a band director. You didn't? I ever told you that?
I feel like you did. That's probably just something that I pushed down in my mind.
No, yeah.
It's one of those things. You give people certain qualities. It's, my dad was this, and this, but he gets associated with one thing.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So I guess for your dad, for me, it's pastor. That's like
okay.
Number one
That's
thing.
Valid.
So I guess band director was something that slipped my mind, but I suppose
makes sense.
so.
I feel like that would be the defining characteristic.
It would be. It would be. I know his
most
dad.
People.
How are we doing today?
I don't think he will be getting that message from you, but
hey, man,
we can relay that message, but at a later date.
It'll happen eventually. I feel like now it's way too late to restart. I was debating a restart a few moments
Legitimately, ago. No. We're keeping this.
We're keeping this. It's all staying in. All right. But we're here. We're back this week. Weekly Needle and Lens podcast. Needle, like music. Lens, like movies and TV shows.
Jeez.
You know what we talk about every single week. We're here. Let's get straight into it. We got a couple of things to talk about this week.
Get into it.
We're getting into it. All right. So we didn't even discuss beforehand, but what did you want to hit first?
I want to talk about Mr. Jermaine Cole.
Jermaine Cole? All right.
The one and only.
Let's talk about it. All right. The reel is back. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not doing that either, man. I'm not with it.
You're not with it today?
I'm not with it today.
I'll be the quippy one.
All right. Jermaine Coleslaw is back. All right, he's dropping his project. He announced May 14th, which is a week after the next TDE drop, which is all but confirmed to be Isaiah Rashad. So it's looking right now like our good old friend.
I'm going to be eating good.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be eating good on next week's podcast. Because it's not confirmed yet specifically.
I feel like this is pretty confirmed, but
all but confirmed. All right. It's not 100% because no one's come out and said, hey, it's a Isaiah Rashad album. But also, he's still, we both kind of lost because it's not an album. It's just a single.
Who said it was going to be an album?
What?
Who said it was going to be an album? I never thought they were going to drop an album.
I don't fucking know.
You thought they were going to drop a surprise album?
Everyone.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
What? Dude, anybody that thought TDE would drop a surprise. Well, actually, if anybody from TDE were going to drop a surprise album, it could only be Kendrick. I don't think anyone else has that kind of can take a risk like that necessarily.
I think I would think the contrary, honestly. I think like someone like Kendrick with the shock face, but someone with the star power of Kendrick on the label would want to stretch that out. But someone who's of a smaller caliber would just be like, all right, here you go, whatever. Here you go.
I think the reason they wouldn't do that is because someone with a smaller caliber would need that time to build up hype for release. Kendrick doesn't have to build hype. Kendrick could literally tweet album coming tonight and he would dominate the charts.
He wouldn't even have to tweet that. He'd just be like, album.
He'd be like, album out now. Look, Beyonce did it. Hey,
I guess so.
Beyonce is the blueprint. So I can't think. Has Drake dropped a surprise album before?
Probably at one point. I don't know.
I think no.
I really don't know. But regardless, points aside, yeah, Jermaine is dropping May 14th, 2021 with his new album, The Off Season. This was one of the projects that we had briefly discussed about that we might be looking forward to this year. Earlier during our first episode of the podcast.
Right.
We talked about that, it could be some of his best work to date, but You know, how have those feelings changed or stayed the same at this point, Noah?
I'll say so those singles that he dropped, that was last year, right? Or was that this year?
Last year.
Okay, yeah. I think that was last year. Those
that little 3-pack, right? Or 2-pack?
Oh yeah, it was like a 2-pack. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of those 2 singles.
Right.
But I will say, I mean, this year I can't say that my expectations have changed at all since we recorded that episode at the beginning of the year. Like, he hasn't necessarily done anything to make me anticipate it more or anticipate it less, honestly. Yeah, just because he hasn't been active really,
right,
this year until now. So I guess I'm still kind of where I was before. I do think that this has the potential to be his best project. That being said, I if he had dropped this, let's say early last year, or even like late 2019, I think it would have been a lot different. I'm not gonna lie, the whole No Name situation definitely made me like J. Cole less.
Oh yeah.
And I just don't like, he didn't come off well in that situation to me.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of a big L.
Yeah, that was a big L for me, and I don't think people really talk about that enough, honestly. Like, obviously, I'm kind of biased here because I have, like, in the past, haven't been the biggest fan of J. Cole, and I've always been a really big fan of No Name. But even trying to set my bias to the side, he got bodied. He kind of got bodied with that. Like, she took like what, like a minute and a half.
Yeah, it was really short.
Yeah. And it was just like,
and like a minute and a half produced by one of the
produced by Madlib
producers.
Dude. Oh my God.
That's some pretty hard flex.
Yeah. She came with the heat. She really so yeah, but I mean, I feel like people don't talk about that at all. I guess maybe because the time it happened and it was like, you know, he didn't directly necessarily call her out by name. Also, I think she's a much smaller artist, so he was like kind of punching
down.
Not punching below
his weight class
in popularity. In popularity, at least, not necessarily in terms of talent or anything at all.
Fucking by far not. He's
If
we're gonna be honest, he's punching up.
I didn't want the J. Cole. Hey, the J. Cole haters will come out, and they will eat us apart.
Oh no, they will. And you know what? I'm fucking ready for it, man. You know what? Hey, this is your man.
I am, dude.
Like, hold on.
Shrek knows raps he's about to be in the comments.
This is your man. Look at the screen. This is your man. All right, but let's get into our expectations, right? Okay. So album cover, right?
Right.
I'll come out and say it. This fucking sucks.
It is. And I will say, I all right. So I will say for both of us, I know that we don't only have negative things to say about J. Cole. Let me say that now.
Yeah, no, we don't.
It's just kind of being front loaded right now.
We're front loading, dude. Get that algorithm hit. You got to speak the negativity first, and then all that gets taken out of context. You go viral, and then you do the rest of it. That's how it works. All right. Marketing genius over here.
You got it down. I got it
down. All right. But then they're gonna cut this part out where I'm explaining the marketing genius behind our madness.
Yeah. And you're just gonna
it's just gonna be like, look bad. Fuck it. I'll take it. I'll be the hater. I'll be the hero. I'll be the hero no one asked for.
Wow. Great job.
I'm going to bat. But yeah, this I'm not a fan of this cover, not gonna lie. It's probably by far his weakest and I would say most likely least iconic cover. I think like, you know,
I will say I can see, although this cover isn't good in my opinion, I can see it becoming an iconic cover.
No.
You don't see.
I don't think it could, and I think it's just because like there's not a ton going on with it.
I'm thinking the basketball hoop on fire, like specifically, like I think that could be. People be like, "Oh my god!"
Oh yeah, I mean, but like let's be real. Like, any J. Cole fan is gonna think it's the most profound thing ever. Let's be real. But so my biggest thing though is that it's like, yeah, let's take it from a compositional standpoint, right? Okay.
Oh, here we go.
So you have the on fire basketball hoop that's in the background. It's slightly out of focus, right? And I mean, this is probably what you would consider to be the most interesting thing about the shot.
Right.
But then you have it a bit out of focus, which is a little bit weird. Then you have Cole over here in the foreground, and then, half his face shadowed away, which is, like an interesting lighting setup. And then also we briefly discussed this. I can't really zoom in because Twitter is weird like that, but you see these little kind of white bits right here. And it's really hard to tell if that's backlighting, which it most likely is, or I think you said it like, is he photoshopped onto there?
Because low key, it looks like he might be. Also, just because even though, there is some, like he's backlit, it does look like, I don't know, it kind of looks like he's still lit more than he should be for the area that he's in. I don't know.
It just looks fire, dude.
I know it's the fire, dude. I don't know. It just looks it looks a little weird to me. I'm sorry.
No, I can agree with that.
And that is one thing I will say about J. Cole. I think like as much as I didn't enjoy KOD, I think that album cover is super dope. Like it just looks really cool. Like that painting is really nice.
Oh yeah, no, that's a super sick cover. Like it's nice. But like and that's kind of my point to like why I think that there's no chance in hell that the off-season cover is going to be nearly as iconic, because I mean, you mean to tell me that looks more iconic than this? Like, come on. The Forest Hills Drive cover is
Forest Hills Drive, yeah.
Yeah, that's by far his most iconic one.
It is.
And, it's got everything. It's got everything you need.
It's a good picture. Like,
it's a good picture. And it's just really nice. Looking at the off-season cover, it doesn't look nearly as iconic. And I don't think it's gonna hold to that.
No, it definitely doesn't. And it's unfortunate because like I was saying, I think this could be J. Cole's best work to date, but I'm just like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
The album cover is kind of meh. And I love a good album cover. All right. And I will say, I've always been a fan of this trend of like album covers that don't have the titles on them. Big fan of that.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
But not that I'm against ones that do, but I just like when it's just like just an image. I like images, but
yeah.
This one, it's not doing it for me. And I've seen a lot of other people be like, no, this isn't really doing it for me either.
Okay, good. So we're not
that's
alone.
a pretty, no.
I was worried when Shrek tweeted, "Oh, so sick cover, man."
Yeah, you can't trust Shrek for any opinions on J. Cole.
And
you know what? A lot of people would say the same to me. A lot of people have told me, "No, you just hate J. Cole. You just hate J. Cole." And you know what? For a long time, I did.
Oh dang.
I just got to be honest. Honest.
I mean, like, I'll keep it real. I used to fuck pretty hard with J. Cole.
Oh yeah, no, trust me. I know.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, like, he was part of my whole like gateway drug kind of shit.
Right. I can see that. He's definitely
the lyrical spiritual miracle.
Right. I think my biggest thing was like whenever I started getting into rap, it was just I didn't see the hype. Like there was too much hype, I think.
No, it's so valid. The biggest thing is that his fan base is insanely, like, they gun for him real hard.
Yeah, which is like great. He's got a really super dedicated fan base, but they do go very, very hard.
They do go hard. And I feel like it diminishes the redeeming qualities that he does have, because he's pretty talented. Like he's got a nice voice. He's got like a decent pen game, you know?
Yeah.
And I think he could be regarded pretty well if people weren't putting him on like a GOAT pedestal, you know?
That is, yeah, exactly.
That's the biggest problem is people put him up there with like the greats, and it's like, ah.
And I think people have issue with saying, when you say J. Cole isn't one of the GOATs, or J. Cole isn't top 5 right now, or even top, like I'm not.
Yeah.
He's definitely not cracking my top 5.
Oh yeah.
If someone wants to put him in their top 10, he's not cracking my top 10.
Right.
But maybe that would be a more appropriate place for him. But people are like top 2.
Yeah, they're saying,
you know,
they're saying like top 10 all time, and I'm like, whoa, hold up.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're saying some crazy shit. And you know, I don't think his reputation is necessarily that legendary. I don't think his discography is that legendary. I think
I would argue. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
Yeah, because I don't think
like
anything.
2014
I mean, like,
is his.
That's his big iconic project, and you know, yeah, it's good. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's not like he's not necessarily that legendary status yet. I think he could get there eventually with a nice solid run of really amazing projects, but I don't know. He's just not even like he's not touching that for me.
No, and you know, it's interesting because J. Cole doesn't, like, obviously at 2014 really popped off for him. But then after that, he had For Your Eyes Only, which a lot of people were kind of just underwhelmed by, and that album didn't have any hits. Like, I can't think of a single song off of that album that was big.
Right.
Same with KOD. Did KOD have a hit song?
Right? Like ATM was kind of a hit.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess that was the most popular out of all, but it was nothing on the same level as like anything from 2014.
Yeah, I guess not. What he hasn't touched anything of the level of No Role Models like yet.
Yeah.
Since then.
And I think like with this album, he definitely does have that potential because I've seen him. I've seen that he's been pushing himself in the verses that he's done recently, whether it be like features or the stuff on Revenge of the Dreamers.
Oh yeah, no, dude, his features honestly tend to be a lot better than his own work in a lot of times. I think it was that like, what was it, 2018 or 2019 feature run that he did? He did like 8 different fucking features or some shit.
Yeah.
And you know, they were all like really good.
No, they were. And I remember like, I remember whenever JID announced Off D's and it was with J. Cole, I was like, all right, let's see. And then I was like listening, I start the song, you know, and I'm like, oh my God, what is J. Cole? What is J. Cole about to do on this?
He kept up. He kept up though.
And no, he kept up.
Yeah, I think JID still, you know, obviously outschooled him regardless, but he kept up.
I think in terms of technical ability, like, well, actually for me personally, I prefer JID over J. Cole in pretty much every respect, but I will say like in technical ability, yeah, JID is just on a different level, but I do think even though he's younger in the game, he has brought something out of Cole. Like, I feel like he has pushed him to work harder because he's seen that people look to JID and they're like, man, this guy's really good.
Yeah, he's that dude. And I constantly say that to this day. And he never ceases to amaze me. Everything that he does is just like, yo, what the fuck? How were you able to do this? And it's like, it's crazy because like, I don't know how that hasn't settled in my mind that like, hey, you like, he's fucking amazing. Why are you still shocked by this shit? You know?
I think his next album is gonna really do that. But I feel like now we're talking about JID. I want to talk about J. Cole.
I had to.
I don't want to. We did have to. We did have to.
I had to give my man's props. We
did. And hey, props to J. Cole also because he's the one that signed him.
Oh yeah, dude. He scouted him out and found him. I mean, hey,
it's big ups.
You
for
put
J.
him
Cole
on,
too,
yeah, dude. Hey, good stuff. And build that empire, keep doing what you're doing. Dreamville, I think is, they're really killing it as a whole. And I think
no, they are. And that is J. Cole, like yeah. I will give that to him. Like he has created something that is very strong, almost at this point. I mean, surpassing TDE just currently. I mean,
yeah,
like,
I don't think that's a controversial opinion to say. I think right now, Dreamville's hotter than TDE right now, easy, because TDE hasn't dropped shit.
Right.
I mean, like easy. That's a cold ass take. That's not even spicy remotely. But I mean, I think if you want to get into the greater conversation of like overall and like throughout the entirety of the careers of those respective labels, then it gets a bit more iffy on that, because
I mean Dreamville's a younger label too. Well,
it is, yeah.
But, I mean, I feel like
TD has legendary projects,
right?
Legendary,
right. Which Dreamville has not. Well, I mean, they've got some of Cole's stuff, but
yeah. I mean, we just talked about that though. That like none of his projects are really legendary status.
Yeah, except for 2014.
Well, but even.
Dang, I don't know. Put that one up there. I don't know. I think that album it's a good album. It's not like legendary.
And that's what I'm saying. It's good. I think it's obviously iconic. It's his big deal. Like that's what everyone looks to. But I don't think it's legendary. I don't
personally think it is, but I think it's regarded as legendary.
Okay, so it's regarded. But now we're talking about opinion.
Oh, what does Noah think?
Yeah, no, because we're talking about like more public opinion. I don't know. I think in the grand scheme of things, I think most of the music listening community would not regard 2014 Forest Hills Drive as a legendary project.
Interesting. I would disagree. I would very disagree.
You think a big enough portion does?
100%.
Okay,
like I think that is considered a classic album to a lot of people.
To a lot of people, but is that just the vocal minority of coal miners saying
I don't even think it is. I think
you don't think
like there are a large vocal minority for J. Cole as a whole and as a very like top tier rapper and even like going as far to like really, really go out of the way to like hype up stuff like KOD and For Your Eyes Only, which actually For Your Eyes Only is my personal favorite J. Cole album.
Right.
But yeah, they're nothing like super crazy. But I think like 2014 is pretty much like pretty across the board. Like it's a really well respected album. And I'll give that to J. Cole. I'll give it to him,
I think that in 10 years it won't be regarded as such.
I disagree.
You think it's gonna hold up?
Oh yeah, 100%.
No, I don't think so. I think when you look back, and I think because like we look at like 90s and that kind of era as like the classics of hip hop and whatnot and shit like that.
Right.
I don't think that when we look back in like 10, 20, 30 years that 2014 is going to be in that conversation of those like classically goated albums.
I will say I don't know if it'll necessarily be like with those, but I think when people I don't know. I'm not obviously not going to put on the same level as any of those like obviously goated albums, because I just don't think it's on that same level, but I do think that it is a very, very well respected album and a classic in its own right, whether that be based on
in its own right, sure.
Yeah, whether it's just based off of popularity or because of people's like the quality of music that people consider it to be. Like I think
people are gonna look back and not though. I
don't know, man.
Yeah, I think people are gonna look back and just like, nah.
We'll see.
I think it's gonna die off. I think it's not gonna hold up with like the To Pimp a Butterflies and the Pinatas and shit like that. I don't think it's gonna hold up with those.
All right, we'll see. In 10 years, I'm gonna call you up and I'm gonna say, hey, remember 10 years ago we had this conversation and we'll see. We'll see how people feel about 2014.
Yeah, we'll see. I think maybe in 10 years it'll still, but maybe after 20 or 30, it's definitely not. I think it's gonna lose its kind of steam there.
All right.
I think people are gonna come to realize.
We'll see. We will see. But getting into, I want to get like back into expectations for the album, because I do have some things that I want from this album. And I think since J. Cole said these are going to be his last two, right?
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, the fall or the off season and then the fall off, and then he's done.
Okay.
Is what he's claimed.
We don't actually believe that, do we? I mean, actually, it very well might be. He has a very extensive discography if you include like a lot of those older mixtapes. So I mean, I think
he's been in the game for a hot minute.
Yeah, he really could retire after this.
And then he could just retire and take on a sort of more of like a just like he's just going to be working on building up other artists and stuff, which is fine. Like that's fine. Yeah, no, I would definitely want to see him do that. I mean, I think a lot of artists now should do that. I think Kanye should just stop making music and just work on trying to put other people on or producer people. Like, it would be a lot better for him. But one thing I want to see is I want to see J. Cole branch out and use more people in the rap community on his projects.
Oh yeah. Dude, I'm really I'm gonna keep it real. I'm getting tired of the whole double platinum no features meme.
Yeah, exactly.
It's getting old, man. Dude,
and that's
and that's part of the reason why a lot of J. Cole fans get in their head about it. Is like, he's so great, like he's going platinum with no features. It's just like cool. Cool. That's really all I have to say about it, I guess.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's just, because
in terms of like a commercial success doesn't mean all that much to me. Like I feel like there's no reason why that needs to be like, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. And it's like, dude, cool. You did it. You've done it now multiple times.
Yeah.
So let's start doing something new. And I think it would be really cool to see him like I know J. Cole produces a lot of his own stuff. I would like to see him use some more like reach out to some different producers and get some dope new production.
Supposedly there might be some, we talked about this right before we started, but supposedly there might be some Timbaland production. Let me see if I still have that tweet. Let me, because I'm really getting tired of what Twitter's doing over here, making me refresh. But you can keep going while I find this.
Yeah, no, I just want to see him reach out to different producers. I think he could find someone that could really fit his sound. And I think we talked about this one time, maybe on the pod actually, that it'd be like, I think he could do really well with some Madlib production.
Oh yeah. We did talk about that. I think that ship kind of has sailed, but
yeah.
I mean, maybe Madlib will put it aside. I think
maybe. Yeah, I doubt that.
We could get some Alk. I think some Alchemist.
That would be crazy. I don't know.
Here's the Timbaland tweet, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It says, I told y'all the king has returned. J. Cole at Beat Club. Watch me work. He said, "Watch me work," which is getting a lot of people thinking that he did some production.
Maybe, or maybe even like executive producer. I don't know. But it'd be really cool to hear J. Cole over some different type of production.
Oh yeah.
Like I think when you're doing everything in house, it's sometimes that can be really good, and I think there are a lot of people that do like self-produce all their own stuff. It sounds really great. Like Tyler does that all the time, and it's amazing. But I think a lot of criticisms I've seen of J. Cole have to do with some of the production that he raps over and how it could be a little more interesting maybe. And I think he could, reaching out to different people and rapping over beats that he didn't make himself might push him creatively.
It definitely would.
Right. And I think that would be really good for him. And I think it would be interesting to hear, since it seems like he's pushing his pen even more than he has in the past. Like, I just want to see him push it all up. And I want to see him bring him features too. Like, if you have a song and you're like, dude, like Freddie Gibbs would sound amazing on this. Like,
exactly. Dude, let's get some Freddie Gibbs on here. Let's get some people. That's what we need to see. We need to see some more people on here. And, you know, I'm a little nervous because obviously he's got that reputation of double platinum, no features, whatever. Mm-hmm. You know, we'll have to see. We'll see in a week, I suppose. But
yeah, we'll see in a week. I will say I am anticipating this album. And also because it's, I mean, another big deal. This is one of the big three is dropping. You know?
Oh yeah. Supposedly this might be a year that all the big three drop.
Yeah. And I'm not sure off the top of my head if I can recall a year that happened. Maybe did J. Cole drop in 2016?
He dropped 4 Years Only was 2016.
Okay, but he didn't drop in 2015. I was like, I think 2015 is when Kendrick dropped Untitled Unmastered.
Right.
Because I feel like they've all kind of
was
staggered.
Was it 2014 then? Because did To Pimp a Butterfly dropped in 2014, right?
No, To Pimp a Butterfly dropped in 2015, actually.
Oh, yeah.
2015. So Untitled Unmastered dropped in 2016.
2016.
Okay. And that's when you said For Your Eyes Only.
For Your Eyes Only dropped. It dropped late one year. Now I got to check. Now I got to check my facts.
We're fact checking over here.
Fact check.
Okay, that also dropped in 2016.
Okay, so then it was definitely 2016 was the last year that they all
right,
dropped.
And Drake dropped Views in 2016.
Yeah,
so 2016 was the last year all three of them dropped.
Which, to be fair, Untitled Unmastered, yeah.
Almost doesn't count. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it almost doesn't count.
But there are some great Kendrick songs.
Oh, no, there definitely are. But it's,
but yeah,
you know,
it's not an album.
It's a little weird to count. That year, but
so we've never had a year where all three of them, as far as I know,
as far as we can tell,
dropped albums all three in the same year. At least, I mean, maybe they did it before they were really considered like the big three in the game, you know?
Mm-hmm. Born Sinner came out in 2013. When did excuse me, when did
Mad City came out in 2012?
2012? Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Sideline Story came out 2011. Yeah, right. There was no year.
No, yeah.
There was no year.
So this would be like, it's kind of a big deal to have all three of them drop in the same year. And like, it's definitely exciting for music, especially since this has been a very dry year so far. And
yeah, it's been, we were talking about this the other day, but holy shit, we had such high expectations, and it's May. We're in May. Hello.
We're almost halfway through the year, dude.
Yeah. What?
Like, I mean, cool if like the back half of the year is just like stacked on stacked, but like, shit, y'all gave us this drought. Like, and I think what's going to end up happening is a lot of people that wanted to drop this year are not going to get the chance to, because it's going to get so packed, and they're going to be like, oh, well, I can't drop it the same week that so-and-so drops, because then we're going to have to compete for the charts and you know, like, so then they're going to try to, I don't know. There's a lot of big names that are supposed to be dropping this year. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know, like, we're still waiting on Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah. That was supposed to come out
which was supposed to drop in January, you know? And I feel like, honestly, maybe it wouldn't have, but for some reason, I just feel like Drake dropping at the start of the year would have just set a tone for the year.
It really would have. As much as, you know, like, yeah, Drake's not necessarily that highly regarded in terms of like, you know, craftsmanship and technicality and whatnot.
Because he's not trying to be a rapper anymore, which is fine. That's fine if he wants to do what he do. When he does his little rap shit, I'll enjoy it, you know. But that's
actually, now come to think about it, when did he drop that 3-pack?
That was just the other month.
Yeah, it was in March, right? Or April?
So it was somewhat early in the year, but
Yeah, but still,
it was
like,
actually the
supposed to get a
same
whole
week.
album.
It was the
at the
same
beginning
week
of the
that Leave the Door Open dropped.
Oh,
It was that same night. Yeah. But yeah, no, we're supposed to have a whole album by now. Like,
yeah, we were
and,
supposed
I mean, I'm sure it's just coming in the summer now because
yeah, it's gotta. I mean, it's. I don't want to jinx it, obviously, but it's gotta come this month. There's no way.
this month.
It's gotta.
You don't think start of June?
You
I
can't.
don't know, dude.
You can't hit the summer crowd if you're not out by May.
That is true.
Like, you got to be out by May because, like, bro, if you wanna be bumping all summer long, you can't miss a second of summer. You got to come out.
That's true.
Last possible May 28th.
Yeah.
Last possible moment.
I think he could do it. He could drop a single. He could drop a single in May and then drop the album in June, early June.
Yeah, maybe. that might work. The biggest, like, hangout chill.
But it's just like now it's getting crazy. Like,
it is.
Where like J. Cole's dropping next week.
Yeah.
I don't know that Drake is going to want to drop in the same.
Sorry, my bad. Sir and J-Rock are dropping this week.
Yeah. But no, even that's a big deal. Just the fact that we're getting new Isaiah Rashad and J. Cole in the same, like, within a week of each other. Like, what? This is insane. But no, yeah. I mean, I don't think there's going to be room in March for anyone big. I mean, in May, what? In May for anyone big to drop after J. Cole does, because he's dropping in the middle of the month.
Yeah.
Drake's not going to drop the week after.
He could go 2 weeks after. Like, that wouldn't be.
That still seems really close.
It is, but it wouldn't be unreasonable. Because, like, especially like an artist of Drake's caliber, like, that's not unreasonable.
Yeah, I guess I just feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's just been so long since everyone has dropped. I just feel everything feels different.
Yeah,
it's different. I don't know. But when they do drop, it'll be exciting.
Yeah, we missed April. Like, April, nothing really substantial, nothing huge dropped, and that would have been a good time to, like, start the trend of these big drops. But now it just, since we're hitting May and we're barely going to get one of them so far, it feels like it's going to be a pretty lackluster year thus far.
Thus far. At the halfway point, we're not going to have a whole lot to say.
Oh yeah, dude, we are hitting the halfway point because June's literally the halfway mark.
Yeah, man.
Fuck, I don't know, man.
So I don't know. There are a lot of people that talked about albums coming that I thought would be like first half of the year albums. I anticipated the Forever Story being first half of the year album. Honestly, like, I thought.
Oh yeah,
that we would have had that the way he was kind of hyping it up for a while now, but.
Yeah,
I mean, he's fed us since, so I can't be too upset.
And showing those studio sessions, it makes me feel like that might be a November or October album.
Yeah, because I guess it's still being finished or made, really.
Yeah, which, I mean, I wouldn't mind it. October would make sense, closer to his birthday and whatnot.
I guess that's just so long, man. That's so long.
That was a long time.
I need it now. I need it now.
I do need it now. But hey, I mean, we're getting Jermaine. Maybe we'll get a little Jitty Jid feature on there. Who knows?
Maybe. I just want to see. I want to see somebody on that album. Maybe that J. Cole.
Dude, who knows? Cole could pull a power move and do a Dreamville posse cut.
Yeah, I saw someone talk about that on Twitter the other day. They're like, "What if like one of the last song on the album was like a Dreamville cipher or something? Like, that would be. Yeah. That would be dope. That would be dope.
That would be pretty sick.
But also, I'm like, I could see him not doing something like that because it does seem like something they should have just done on Revenge of the Dreamers. Like, why did they take that opportunity?
I mean,
then?
I don't know. I think it's not out of the question, but it's not likely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at with it.
But I do think, if J. Cole has this opportunity.
I just want fucking features, all right? That's all I need. Features. Give me some features, man.
He's going to be like, fine, here you go. Put one feature on there.
Right. And it's going to be himself again.
That Kill Edward thing did not go over well, which I actually was excited about at first. because I was like, okay, alter egos. I can get down. I've gotten down
alter egos with
alter ego concepts in the past. That could be really cool. But no, that one didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. So I don't know. I don't want to see J. Cole. I just want to see him. I just want to see him.
Yeah, we don't look, keeping it real, we don't hate Cole like that. It's not.
Yeah, I don't wish the man, I don't want to see him fail necessarily.
Exactly.
I am still bothered at the way he handled the No Name situation, which will still always annoy me. But I'm not going to say that I just want to see this man outright fail or anything. You know, I think he has the ability to put out something great. Mm-hmm. Like, I think the first time a J. Cole verse really, really hit me was on Sacrifices.
That's an amazing verse.
Dude, like, oh my God. When I heard that verse, like, I almost started crying. It was just
it's great. And that's another thing is like when he does it, he can do it. And he's got a really nice voice too. Like and it's like, it's just, I want him to do better. And I hope this is a good one, you know. I hope this is a good project. If it's great, I'm happy to hear it. Gotta do something about that cover though, man. Maybe alt cover for the physical release, but you know.
Maybe. And hey, it's the penultimate album, so you gotta bring it.
Yeah, dude, honestly. Also, some shitpost account pretending to be Pop Crave said oh shit, hold on, let me zoom in. I gotta J. Cole's new album will include features with Drake, Kendrick, Olivia Rodrigo, and DaBaby.
I just thought to throw Olivia Rodrigo in there. Dude, get a debate. Hey, get a DaBaby feature.
Get a DaBaby feature. I'm down with
it. Because hearing him rap on Under the Sun.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, when DaBaby gets different production, he
brings it.
Verse
he can bring it.
Insane. Like,
DaBaby is another one of those guys that's super capable.
But he just chooses boring production and does the same thing, which I can't even blame him for doing because he's being super successful with it. So he's probably just like, hey, why would I change it up?
Exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. So I can see why he's doing that. But hearing him on Under the Sun, like that verse, I think he has the best verse on that song. And
is that the one where Loot says the Liam Neeson bar?
Liam Neeson bar, yeah.
That got me. That got me. That got me.
I wasn't prepared for that one. But also, dude, I remember listening to that song for the first time. It was really dope. And I remember being like, is that Kendrick? Like,
yeah,
so good.
Uncredited Kendrick feature. Come on.
Uncredited Kendrick feature right out the gate. First song on the album.
That's some pretty hardcore shit right there.
It is. And he didn't even give a verse. He just said, no, let me hop in. I'm going to just do this hook and I'm a dip.
It's like, I guess.
Power move. That is a power move.
That is a pretty big power move, honestly.
But yeah, I just want to see. That's what I'm saying. Like J. Cole could put some people on this album and we would probably hear some of the best verses from these people only because they know if they're going to be on a J. Cole album, like that's the biggest stage that they are probably going to have had up to this point. And they got to bring it because they're coming next to Cole, who is, regarded by a lot of people to be a really, really talented rapper. And he is.
He is. Yeah, no, okay.
He is.
All of the shit we've been talking aside, he is extremely talented and is capable.
Yes.
And I think if he really brings it with these last two albums, he'll cement himself and his legacy.
Yeah.
I just think if these two albums don't do that for him, like I said, I think he's going to kind of lose that in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. No, I definitely do think like if this album is great, it will change the way that I see J. Cole and I think it will change a lot about the way he's received overall in hip hop. Because like you said, there are a lot of people that do love J. Cole, but there's also still a decent amount of people that are like, that's J. Cole, like yeah. He is like, he's still not like, I feel like true, I don't know how else to say it, but like true hip hop heads that are really like, you know, into like your Bennies and your Freddies and like those type of people, like they're still not going to, they're not entirely like J. Cole's wow. But if he dropped some shit that really was on a different level,
though,
he could earn a lot of respect.
He'll gain that respect. And that's kind of the biggest thing, and kind of the camp where I'm kind of judging my kind of assessment of that from, where that, like, you know, he hasn't gotten, I guess you could say, the hip hop heads respect necessarily. Which, I mean, hey, dude, fuck the old heads, right? Like, you don't like, that's not necessarily an important thing. But I think
this is true.
If you want to cement your legacy in the game, you gotta.
Right.
And I think he hasn't quite gotten there yet. I think he very well could with these last two projects.
For sure.
I think if he brings it, I mean, hey, fuck it. If we get a Benny feature on here, bro, I'm there.
That'd be crazy. I'd be scared. I don't know. He would. I won't even say it. Well, I just want to see. I just want to see how J. Cole would do on a track with Benny.
I would love to see that too, honestly.
Because would be.
I think the connections are there, man. I mean, Jid's collabed with Conway twice now.
That's Jid.
Exactly. But I mean, the connection's there.
I mean, the connections are there. Yeah. I just don't know if I feel like he will, you know, entirely hold his own. But he may.
I think so.
All right. We'll see. We will see. I just want to, J. Cole, give me 2 features. 2 features.
2 features?
That's all I'm asking for is 2
stacked features. I want it.
I don't even know how long the track list is going to be. We have no information. I'm assuming he's dropping with no singles.
Let's take a guess. 14. I'm going 14 tracks.
I'm thinking, I think because it's a mixtape, it will be longer.
Yeah.
I think since you said 14, I obviously can't say 14.
Exactly. I stole the good number.
So you stole like the perfect number, actually.
I'd say 12. 12's a pretty solid pick too. It's not.
That's what I was gonna go.
Too far off. And if it ends up being lower, you're closer. But you know.
Yeah, because I feel like if it were an album, I could see. Actually, I don't even know what his albums have, what the lengths have looked like. I know For Your Eyes Only was very short. I think that one
was 10. I want to say.
Yeah, that was 10 tracks. Yeah.
Yeah.
2014 was only 13 tracks.
Oh shit.
And then KOD was only 12.
See, I'm picking good numbers here.
But see, the Sideline Story, 16 songs.
Yeah, that's a much older one. I don't know.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, people are really like going back to because this is supposedly, you know, we're getting mixtape.
I was gonna say that era. So I guess maybe it could.
We could see. I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna hit you with the 16 tracks.
Oh, you're going 16? All right.
I don't think it will be that many, genuinely, but I can't say 14, and I don't think it's gonna be lower than 14. Well, see, the thing is, it's a mixtape, but he also technically announced it as an album.
Okay, mixtape and album has become a really, really, really stupid kind of like comparison, and it's so weird because it's
so hard to even
the whole nuance in it is dumb, and it really just boils down to if it's free, then it's a mixtape.
That's how it was, because it's like you look at Chance the Rapper, who was like The Big Day is his debut album, which he really shot himself in the foot with that one.
Oh yeah.
Because one, I don't even think that album is as cohesive as his other projects for it to be his debut album. Like his mixtapes, which, mixtapes are supposed to be more like, here are just like some songs that I put on here,
tracks,
but like Coloring Book, Acid Rap, 10 Day all felt very cohesive. And then he has The Big Day, which is just like kind of all over the place sonically and everything. So yeah, I just think the whole mixtape, and also because those mixtapes feel like albums. Like,
yeah, no, they really do.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like a mixtape should have a different feel to it. But also maybe we just shouldn't even be using the word mixtape in 2021 anymore. It's just like
it kind of doesn't make sense anymore. I think the only time a mixtape should be used if it is distributed for free on like somewhere like SoundCloud. And I think that comes into play moreover when you aren't clearing samples. That's
right. Exactly. Like Smino's mixtape last year.
Yeah.
It was like a mixtape.
That was a mixtape to me. It's not, you're not going to get it on Spotify. You're not going to get it on Apple Music. It's, kind of the free shit. It's the SoundCloud shit.
And I think the main thing is I think mixtape now is just used for artists to say, to drop something that they don't want people to put as much weight on as they would like another project. So they want to be like, hey, it's just a mixtape. I'm just having fun with it. All right.
It's all Drake's
fault. The album though,
it's all Drake's fault.
It is all Drake's fault.
It really kind of is.
Drake made a playlist. Okay.
Yeah. He made a playlist. The pioneer of using words incorrectly.
I can't believe More Life was really a playlist.
A playlist. Like,
what?
Fuck you, man.
Like what? And granted, I do like More Life quite a bit, but what? I will still never put that past him.
Yeah, that's not gonna fly.
But
not here, not now, not ever.
Not ever. But I'm excited.
Yeah, I've got appropriate hopes for this album. I think around this time last year, at the prospect of a J. Cole project, I was much more hopeful. I was like, I think his next album is going to be his best album yet. I think, we've got the chance to get some like really great shit. I think now I have very appropriate expectations. I'm not too excited. I'm not, like scoffing at the idea of it though.
Right.
I feel like I'm in a good spot. I heard your gasp of realization.
Sorry. Yeah, no, because I was just trying to think about if I was actually going to be able to listen to the album when it dropped. Because next week is, a busy week, especially that Thursday, Friday, whatever.
Oh yeah. But aren't you going to be gone that Friday?
Yeah, I'm leaving the next Friday and my flight is pretty
you
early,
can listen to it. You can listen to it.
I could listen to it. The thing is, if it drops at 11 and probably going to take a little over an hour to listen to.
Just listen to it the next day, I'm saying.
I know, but I like to be a part of the conversation when it happens. I want to be there.
Well, guess what? I'll be ahead of you. Fuck you.
No, I don't think you will. You never listen to albums on Thursday nights.
This will be the exception, man. I'll make it.
This will be the exception?
So okay. I'll be there. I'll be there at a time.
Also, I saw you flick me off. Don't even. I saw that. Yeah.
I love that you see it all late. That's the best part.
Yeah.
Guys, in case you didn't realize, we're streaming live on Twitch right now, twitch.tv/FlipTV Live. We do these podcasts live every Wednesday, except for next week when we're doing it on a Tuesday. But that's besides the point. Count on it every Wednesday. But yeah, we do it every Wednesday. And then, if you're watching on YouTube, you know that this is going live on Friday. Or if you're listening on Spotify, same thing, Friday. Boom. Yeah. Fair warning, next week, Tuesday and Thursday are going to be those respective dates. Just letting y'all know.
Yep.
Boom.
But, I don't know. I'm anticipating this. I hope it's a good project. I think it's capable of being a good project.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
We shall see.
If you got the no name feature on there.
Oh, that's not gonna fucking happen.
No, it's not gonna happen. That was actually No Name was actually just talking about that on Twitter the other day.
But what if? Let's be honest. What if though?
No, she was literally just talking about J. Cole on Twitter the other day because someone brought it up in her mentions again. So no, that's not
free.
That's not happening.
Rent fucking free, man.
Oh yeah, dude, that was, not a good moment for him. Still.
Not.
I'm gonna always. I will say I'm always gonna hold that over J. Cole's head because that was not it.
Yeah, that's valid.
Not it. especially at the time that it happened during like not it, dude.
Yeah,
not
no,
it.
That's definitely not a good moment to do that at.
But we'll see what this year holds for him. I am looking forward to it, and that's pretty much all I got to say about Mr. Jermaine Cole.
All right, yeah. I think we haven't done this in a while, and I worked really hard on the graphics, so I want to use it. So we're gonna take a quick break.
I knew you were about to say that.
Yeah, because we haven't taken a break. I feel like I need a break to stretch and whatnot. Yeah. So yeah, we will be right back. Shaboom. Welcome back. We are back from the break. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. We're back.
Else, nothing interesting.
Nothing else. Nothing interesting. I thought I was going to have a funny quip to say, but
nope.
I guess not. All right. So we talked about Jermaine, right? Let's get around to our second bit of news. Warner Bros. Has announced, I'm trying to see if there's some sort of official tweet I can load up. But
no, it was through the Hollywood Reporter.
Hollywood Reporter? Okay, let me see if I can get that one up right now.
Yeah, it was a Hollywood Reporter article.
Right. Hollywood Reporter. Let's do that. Water bottle, you're gonna have to move so I can use this mouse. They tweet a lot of things.
They
unfortunately. Do. Wait, genius. Control F, Superman. Not on here. All right. Oh, this was how many hours ago, would you say?
This was like probably in the morning.
Okay, here we go. Oh, this is the fucking tweet I had up earlier. Whatever, man. All right. Let's take a look at this, right?
Track.
Yep. Already on the right track. All right. Insiders say Warner and DC, are committed to hiring a black director to tackle what will be the first cinematic incarnation of a black Superman. Directors Barry Jenkins, Stephen Caple Jr., and J.D. Dillard, Regina King, and Shaka King are all possibilities. So that is what we are working with right now. First cinematic black Superman.
Yes.
So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
And also, important to note that this this is being written by Ta-Nehisi Coates, who is like a pretty. He's also written a run of a Black Panther comic. I believe maybe he's one of the most recent Black Panther comics. But he's also like just a really vocal political influence. I don't want to say political influencer. Maybe that's not the right word. But he speaks a lot on like different black issues, and he's got some pretty popular books too. So they've also got this guy writing the script, which is interesting, very interesting. But yeah, just wanted to note that as well.
Yeah, I guess that's to note. A lot of so obviously, well, I guess not even obviously. I guess we don't live in that age anymore necessarily. But I was gonna say obviously there was a lot of backlash, but the backlash seems to be very different than what you would expect. Obviously, I haven't seen it, but there are probably people out there like, stop doing the black on my superheroes.
That. And I'm sure they're out there.
And that's a perfect clip to get taken out of context, But they're gonna get me. But a lot of people have been very, very upset about specific things, and I'm not that hip to the whole DC Comics universe and things like that. But I know a lot of the issues that people have are. So let me pull up this IGN tweet right here because it kind of spells out some of the things that people are upset about. It says that searching for a black director to helm its Superman project, which will star a black actor as Kal-El. Do you know anything about DC Comics? Because I am not versed.
I can't say that I know that character.
Fuck. All right. So we didn't do our research. But,
don't have it. I don't know a whole lot about that character, but
okay. So we're gonna on the fly this shit. All right. So let's see. A lot of people are saying something about Kal-El, right? Like that they don't have to do Kal-El and that there's other black Supermen, I guess to say.
What I saw people saying was not that they don't have to do that Superman, but just that they would rather see other black characters rather than, you know, someone like Superman who we've already seen a lot of movies from, even if it is a different character that's playing Superman, but just like, I don't know, another type of like a different movie.
Yeah.
A different character, you know?
Yes.
Which is valid.
Yeah, that's completely valid. There is another thing about that, which I will get to. Okay, so I looked it up, right? So Kal-El is, I guess, Superman from Earth 1. Is the original one. So I guess they're saying that the issue is changing the regular one.
Oh, as in
rather than
Kal-El?
Kal-El, yeah.
Oh, I thought this was a different. I thought it was a different spelling.
No.
Oh, okay. So they're literally just taking like Clark Kent and making him black.
Yes, I guess so.
Oh,
I don't know that anywhere that was confirmed, but some tweets are saying that.
Got you.
But there are other canonically black Supermen that aren't Kal-El. I think
yes, I do know that. I do know that there are other there are black Supermen. I don't know if there are multiple, but I know that there is one.
I saw two names going around. I completely forgot what they are. Gosh, I'm so.
Got you. I mean, hey. Oh wait. Now here we are. I'm doing my research. There is a black Superman. His name is Calvin Ellis.
Yes, that was one of the names.
Ellis, but he also goes by Kal-El.
Yeah, but Kal-El with a K is the Earth 1 one. I don't remember.
His is also with a K.
Oh, fuck. I don't fucking know, man. Okay, they're making him Kal-El rather than Calvin Ellis or Val Zod. That's the. So let's pull up this one because this one actually does have quite a few retweets. So shout out Nightfleck on Twitter for cinematic black Superman, and they're making him Kal-El rather than Calvin Ellis or Val Zod. They want to copy Marvel, but they can't even do that right. Racist ass studio, LMFAO. Which, perfect segue to the point. Another issue that people had, like you were saying, about rather than just giving due to other black superheroes, which they have come under fire. I think it was the dude who played Cyborg in Justice League.
Ray
Fisher. He came out and saying there was a lot of
that's been
racial issues with the studio.
That's been a huge thing. That's still ongoing, actually.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of stuff that he's aired out about them. I've been following that somewhat closely.
I followed it a bit when it first came out, but I guess I hadn't heard about it developing since then.
No, this has probably been like a whole, maybe I want to say a year or so, probably, that this has still been
really
going. Yeah, it's been a whole thing, but there definitely is that going on at DC Films, and there's which is definitely not something great to hear, especially when they're like, we're going to do a black Superman, which is like
it does make it seem that it's it's just like, oh, hey, here's guys, we're not racist.
Exactly.
Band-Aid, little Band-Aids.
And not to mention, like, this movie is clearly going to try and unpack the like intersection, as we've seen with Falcon the Winter Soldier, the intersection of race and being a superhero and all of that. And I saw someone on Twitter that was like, they're probably going to go the whole route of like even like using the fact that he's an alien as like, you know, a metaphor for being a different race, even though he's already like a different race. But I could definitely see them doing that too.
I mean, like that's already in there. Like that's already baked into the kind of lore about it. And that's like honestly part of the deeper meaning of it.
Yeah. And like, I mean, I think like there's some stuff that does that well. Like I think like the X-Men is definitely an allegory. Or at least,
that one's on the nose.
Yeah,
or not even on the nose, but
not on the nose, but
done with such good nuance that
it's that's done well, you know. But I think like I don't know. I can't say that I'm like necessarily have a very strong desire for like all of my superhero content to be infused with like racial commentary. Mm-hmm. And I'm not against it because like I think it can be done very well. Like looking at like, for example, Watchmen with the show, which like one of my favorite shows probably all time. One of like it's up there, and like they did it really well. But it was because it was very nuanced and it was done. It was just done so well. And I don't know if this film will necessarily do the same thing. We'll see. I don't know how Ta-Nehisi Coates is as a screenwriter.
Yeah.
He's a very well respected author. But yeah, I don't know how that'll translate into film. But
I guess we will have to see with that. But I think it is important issues to touch on. I think that the superhero medium as a whole really has been a big kind of way to undertake those issues, especially regarding social issues. And I think it is a good way to kind of, you know, gateway people into that, because I think when you think about it, a lot of people don't realize a lot of the deeper meanings of it.
I mean, that is true.
As you can see by a lot of the people that, you know, rip Captain America gear to the conservative rallies and shit like that.
Yeah. I'm just worried that kind of to what you're saying, that this stuff is so, you know, not necessarily obvious, that when they do try to do it, they're going to try and make it incredibly obvious.
And that's not what they need to do.
Right.
That's not what they need to do. The important thing is making it to where it's, you know, like it's, if you look deeper into it, it can be much better understood. I think that's always the way to handle a deeper meaning. I think if you hit it on the head, like if you hit people over the head with it, it's just like, okay, this is corny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, definitely. I would agree. And I just think I think there is a way to really effectively capture Black characters and their Black experiences without necessarily having to do it through like the intersection of racism. Like, I mean, we've seen that. I mean, we saw it with, I don't know, like Into the Spider-Verse. Like, it's like just a great movie. And it didn't necessarily like it incorporated a lot of who Miles was and that he was Black, you know, and like, I don't know. I think there are ways to do that. And I want to see, I think this movie could be good, especially with the directors that they have on board. I think personally, the names they're throwing around were good. I know Stephen Caple Jr. directed Creed 2, which I liked quite a bit, but I don't know if I'd want to see him tackle this. I think Shaka King or Regina King would do a really great job with this. I'd really be interested to see them because Shaka King did a great job with Judas and the Black Messiah. So I think that could definitely be a good thing. I mean, like, and seeing someone like him who has directed a movie that feels somewhat tackled these issues in a way that was not necessarily left a bad taste in my mouth or anything, or like wasn't well done. Even though I did have like certain things here and there with it, but like,
I mean, I think with that though, it's just like, it's a biopic. So, you know,
it is. Yeah.
That
but
one.
I mean, it's still
tend to be more straightforward with those.
Right. But I think in the way that he captured it and was able to, because I mean, there's still lots of biopics that come off as like, like that was kind of corny. That was kind of cheesy. Like, I don't know, like, for example, like the Harriet Tubman movie recently.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I got a screener for it. I never got around to it though, because I was out of town.
Got a screener for it.
Yeah, no. They stopped.
Very cool.
I forgot what production studio kept sending me screeners, and I haven't gotten one from them in a while. But I think it's Focus Features. I haven't watched them in a while, and I'm very, very upset. Come on, Focus. I want some screeners back, please, and thank you.
Well, maybe you should have watched Harriet.
Maybe I should have. I mean, I was out of town. And they were like, "Oh, hey, screenings this week on a weekday. And if you can make it." I'm just like, no, dang. I'm not gonna do that.
It's rough. But
it feels bad.
Yeah, I think him or Regina King, I would want to see. Barry Jenkins, I don't want to see do this. I don't want him to get stuck in the big major. He's already doing the Lion King prequel. Like, I don't want to see him get stuck in this franchise.
Major studio.
Yeah, like loop. I don't. I want to see him like still do some more stories, which I mean, I'm sure he's free to do still if he wants to, but like,
right.
I don't know. I feel like I don't necessarily need to see him do a superhero movie. I don't really need that from him. And definitely don't give it to, what was that other guy's name? JD Dillard, JL Dillard something. I don't want it to go to him because I watched JD Dillard. I watched his movie Slight. Boring. Yeah, no, sorry. Didn't like that movie. So don't give it to him. Or Ryan Coogler. He's already doing Black Panther. Why is that even an option?
Oh, he wasn't even listed on here.
Oh, I saw it was in the article actually.
Oh, okay.
They mentioned.
Sorry, I don't read articles. I only read headlines. Jeez, like a normal person.
Wow. Do you know if Twitter still does that thing where like maybe they took it away, but like if
do you want to read the article first?
Yeah.
Yeah, before you retweet. I totally listen to them.
Sometimes I was like, this is really stupid because there are certain times where all you need is a headline where it's like,
no.
So a lot of has died at age blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't need to read the article to know that this person is dead. Like, you're telling me.
Or like, just like, oh, such and such got announced or whatever.
Yeah. Like, oh, like Coachella lineup has been announced or something like that. Like, yeah. Anyway, that was a tangent about something else, but
weird tangent.
Yeah, it was a little out of nowhere.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? What are you doing today?
I don't know, dude. It's the 13th episode. Like everything's
pretty fucked. But
yeah, dude.
But yeah, aside from that controversy, I mean, it's something that is going to happen. So, I guess to say the least, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I would like, people were saying, I would have liked them to maybe try to tackle another character. Like Static Shock. Give us a Static Shock movie or a Green Lantern movie with Jon Stewart.
Yeah, true.
There are options.
There are definitely other options than going this route. And yeah, the biggest issue I think a lot of like comics fans have is like, one, obviously the whole deal with this seeming like just a band-aid for the whole issues that have been coming against them, and the fact that they're just taking Clark Kent and just, making him black in this case, rather than going with a character that is Superman that is black, like Calvin Ellis, according to our newly found research today. I wish I knew more about comics.
I actually tried to get into comics in high school. And there was like a point in time where I was just like actually like reading them. Well, I would download them like and read them on my laptop.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's really, you got to keep up. Like, you really have to keep up with it. Because
there's so much.
Yeah,
and like at this point, it's just like, well, I guess not.
Yeah, and it looks really intimidating.
I'll just keep watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier Easter eggs explained.
And that
should have been the title. That would have made a video pop off.
That would have gotten people in there.
I would have.
It would have been like, oh, let me watch for these Easter eggs. And then there was nothing.
And then it's just 2 hours of us talking shit.
Oh my God. Dang. But that's really all I've got to say about Superman.
Yeah, I mean, that's it, really. It's a little short one. I can't really tell how long we were on break for, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole coming out soon. Black Superman movie coming out soon. You know, we'll see how these things go. You know,
we will.
We will.
And I'm interested to see how this J. Cole album turns out and how this Black Superman movie turns out.
Yeah, I am as well.
That's all we got for today.
That is.
Well, you know the drill.
I know the drill. All right.
What you listening to this week? What you watching?
Well, I'm gonna start with the watch. Fuck if I know, if I'm being honest. I haven't really watched much. I meant to get into Yasuke this week, and I low-key thought about watching it last night so I could have something to say for the podcast, but I haven't. Maybe I'll get around to it tonight.
Maybe. I also want to watch it at some point too.
Yeah. We'll get around to it. It's just, and I really should have. I should have gotten hip to it sooner because Lakeith, I should have.
Yeah.
I should have. I officially lose my title as the biggest Lakeith Stanfield stan.
Oh, were you trying to hold that title?
Yeah, I knew it wasn't happening.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have. See, there are only certain. When I choose a title like that, it's because I know I'm gonna ride for this person. Like if I say I'm the number one Kenny Mason stan on YouTube, it's because I'm confident. That I will.
I wouldn't say no to that, but I wouldn't say yes either.
But I think the fact that you're unsure says enough.
It does say enough. But also, you're not making content on YouTube gunning for Kenny Mason like that, You gotta make your own shit.
Hey, I am gunning for Kenny Mason on this podcast.
Yeah, but this is my podcast.
This is your podcast? Wow.
Look, man, I do the cooking, I do the cleaning. I'm editing, I'm putting this shit together.
I'm just here. I'm just a guest in here, I guess, every week.
Nah, I'm just playing with you. I'm joking. I'm joking.
So, yeah, no, I am the number one Kenny Mason stan on YouTube.
All right. I'll let you have that one.
Yeah.
Number one Kenny Mason stan on YouTube.
Thank you.
But as far as listening to, I mean, holy shit, I listened to such good shit this week. Like there was some nice drops, and I also got to catch up on a lot of stuff. I mean, if I'm going based off of like just things that came out last week, Shelly FK Drum, amazing project. So smooth, so beautiful. Oh my God. Loving this rebranding from Shelly. It's so great.
And I didn't realize that the album title, I thought it was just going to be called Shelly.
Yeah, I thought it was too, but like it's officially listed as Shelly FK Drum, which I'm like, that's a little weird.
Is that the name he's going to be going as? Like,
I hope
for
not.
The foreseeable
it's a bit
future.
Long.
Yeah, and it's kind of clunky.
I thought it was going to be like a transitionary thing. Like
exactly.
It's going to be like Shelly FK Drum, and then eventually just Shelly.
Just drop it. Right. That's exactly. But
I mean, like everything's going based on the whole thing, so I'm like, it's a bit long, and like, and based on the little kind of not necessarily interludes, but those little talking bits on there, he does just say Shelly. So I don't know. Maybe it's just like a semantics thing. I don't fucking know, man.
I do gotta say, those talking bits weren't doing it for me. I'm telling you, man.
See, they weren't doing it for. I heard it more towards the end, the lip smacking, but
dude, I was so close on that mic, man.
He was close as fuck, but I don't know, man. It made me it helped the atmosphere a bit. I'll say
it does. I just feel like I don't know. I love the album. Love the album. But then some of them, I think it was the track with Erykah Badu. He he talks a bunch at the beginning of the track for like 30 seconds. So like if I'm listening, like if I'm putting that on the car, like I gotta listen
30
to
seconds in.
Yeah.
Wait, is it not at the end of the previous track for that one?
No, that one was at the start.
The ones where it's on the end, I think it works fine.
The ones at the end, it's fine. If I want to skip it, I can skip it. But I remember that one specifically was at the beginning.
Yeah.
And I was like,
that's a little rough.
But it's fine. I didn't think that track was all that anyway. But
okay, right?
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be the bad guy for that. Okay.
No,
wow.
It was a little bit of a dud. That one was.
It was good though. Like it just wasn't. It didn't blow me away.
Yeah, but dude, that Daft Punk cover, dude.
Yeah.
Whenever I heard that, because I heard, I was like, hold up, is he about to? And then he did it, and I was like, yo, this is so dope. I did not realize that I needed to hear Shelly cover Daft Punk, but he did. And I saw his manager tweeted like, yeah, like got that Daft Punk clearance before they decided to break up or something. I was like, dude, that's pretty dope.
That's, I mean, perfect timing as ever.
Yeah. So that is something I didn't know I needed from Shelly. But yeah, good pick.
But I mean, some other ones that I gotta give the shout outs to. I mean, like I did listen to the Yosuke soundtrack. Pretty dope. Not gonna lie. It's a soundtrack though. I mean, like how often am I really gonna be going back to it? But it's a good soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
One that I caught up on that you were actually telling me about, I think it was last week, was Topaz Jones, Don't Go Telling Your Mama. Very, very amazing. Amazing project.
Yes.
Very good. And
yes, it is.
I will get around to the short eventually. But
actually, I think you just missed it.
You're joking, right?
I actually remember I saw him. He posted on Instagram and said that it was going to be on demand, like available to watch till March 4th or May 4th.
Bro, you're fucking lying.
I think. Let's see. The film will be streaming on demand until May 4th.
Well, why didn't you fucking tell me shit?
I'm sorry. You
didn't tell me shit yesterday. Oh my God. Fake friend.
I'm sorry. I forgot. I meant to tell you.
No longer one of my favorite albums of the year. Fuck that.
God damn it.
You fucking asshole.
I'm sorry. I'm hoping that somehow there is a way. Like it still has to be available somehow. Like he's not just gonna not have it available to watch at all, right?
Dude, I don't know. I wouldn't.
It says password required now. If you've got it, enter it below. Interesting. I don't know how that works. But
ABC.
You just gotta try
1, 2, 3.
All the above.
Do, re, mi.
Yep. But also vinyl coming soon too. Or he said he's working on the vinyl.
Maybe I can watch it if I buy the vinyl.
That would be smart if he put like a download code that came with the vinyl.
That would be sick. I would like that a lot.
Yeah.
If they would do that. But
that would be dope. Also, that cover is really nice. So I would like
it is nice, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, the other catch up project that I missed back in March was RMLZ.
Oh, what's this?
DJ Muggs and Fleet Lord. Really? Oh my God. So hard hitting. So good.
Dang.
So good. And I was so upset because the cover looks so sick. So like colorful and shit. And I was like, you know what? Let me see if they got a vinyl for this. And it was that one that I sent you, was that split.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Like blue,
you
yellow,
missed out
orange.
on it.
There's a guy selling it for $135 on eBay.
$135,
dude.
God.
$135. I mean, that's not even double what it originally went for.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, I don't know. It's so fucking good. Oh my God. Fleet Lord just killed that shit.
Dang.
God, and I knew he was gonna be that dude after Fuck, what was the one, that Conway track off from King to a God that he was featured on? Fake fan. Fuck.
I got it.
No, I got it first.
No, you don't. Juvenile Hell.
Damn it. Fuck. But yeah, no, I knew he was gonna be that dude after that track, man.
Yeah.
That was the first I heard him, and oh god. So
yeah. I'll have to check it out.
Go listen to Rem LZ.
Yeah.
100%.
I will.
All right, what's your picks?
Well, this week for Watched, it is hands down the Invincible finale, easily.
I can finally binge that now.
Yeah, and you definitely should, because it is 100% the best superhero show of the year, easily, and also my favorite show of the year thus far. So it is really, really good, like so good. And like the finale just has some moments that I was literally like, Jesus Christ, like my mouth was just wide open. It was just simply wide open. I didn't anticipate enjoying this show as much as I have, but each week has been so fun. And Steven Yeun, this man is an incredible voice actor. Like, and he's done voice acting stuff before. Like, I've seen him in some of his other stuff. Like, he voiced one of the previous Avatars, Avatar 1 on Legend of Korra. And he's done some other stuff. He was on Voltron, the Voltron series, and also like this Netflix show Tuca and Birdie. But great, like he is killing it in that sound booth. Like I know he's just going in there every day and like
going in, man.
He's going in. So we got to start creating like award categories for voice actors. I don't know why this isn't already a thing.
Yeah, why is it not? Like best, I guess you could do like best performance in animation or some shit, but
yeah, you could do that. And even if they want to say like, oh, there's not like, even if they don't want to say like, oh, we don't have enough people to choose from, then just do one category. You don't even have to split it into actor and actress. Just do one, like best performance, have like everyone in there. Because like, dude, there's some great voice acting happening in film and in TV, and it's not getting any recognition. So come on. But yeah, that was that I watched, listened to, did like that new Shelly. But I also really like that new Rachel Chinariri album. Or EP, I guess.
Oh yeah, that EP. I did love that too, yeah.
Yeah, that was very good. Very, very good. So that was cool. I feel like I'm still waiting for another album. I mean, I guess a Topaz Jones one just came out pretty recently. But I'm just really waiting for another one. I just like being blown away by stuff. And I want to have that experience again really soon.
Hey, pop that Rem LZ, man.
Hey, maybe I will. Or maybe it'll be Mr. Jermaine.
Oh, you think Jermaine's gonna blow you away?
No, Jermaine's not gonna blow me away. But hey, now that I say that, he might come back and get me.
Yeah, he could. We'll see what happens.
We will see.
But that brings us back around full circle. So yeah.
And you will actually have to wait. Not next episode, but the episode after. You're gonna have to wait till the episode after to hear our thoughts on J. Cole, because by the time we record the next episode, it still won't be out.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna be old news.
What?
When it's gonna be old news by the time. Yeah, not the next one, but the one after that, because you're gonna be gone.
You think J. Cole? You think after a week, J. Cole's gonna be old news?
Dude, it's not bleeding edge news, bro. If it's not bleeding edge news. Oh, no,
it's not bleeding edge news, but it'll still be people will still be talking about it. People will still be talking about it.
All right, whatever, man.
It's like Drake. Drake's not going to be gone after a week.
I guess. But yeah, that's going to be it. Oh, fuck. That's going to be it this week, y'all. I hit my mic stand. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you are on YouTube, be sure to comment, like, subscribe. So yeah, and tune in next week. I'm doing really bad at this shit.
13th episode, the cursed episode.
13th episode, I was still, it's cursed. You know, you would think after 13 episodes I'd have it down, right? If you're listening on Spotify, we're also on YouTube. And yeah, if you're on YouTube, we're on Spotify and all those other places. If you're on those places, we stream it on Twitch, even though I already said that earlier. You guys already know what's going on. It's going to be Kevin and Noah. Peace out.
Boom.